So you're looking for the right dog trainer here in the Ormond Beach area? Well, you've come to the right place. This is your complete guide to help you make a really confident, informed choice for you and your best friend.
Here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about why training is so helpful for living right here in Ormond Beach. Then, we'll get into the different kinds of training and what you can expect to pay. After that, I'll give you a super clear checklist for picking a pro. And we'll finish up with some local rules and awesome spots to practice.
All right, let's get into it. Section 1, Training for Ormond Beach Life. This is all about getting your dog ready for everything our community has to offer.
I mean, think about it. We're talking about having a dog who can comfortably hang out with you, whether that's a peaceful walk on the beach or just navigating a busy Saturday on Granada Boulevard. Good training is really what makes enjoying these moments together totally stress-free.
Okay, on to Section 2, your training options. Before you even start searching for a specific trainer, it's good to have a handle on a few of the basics.
You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And really, the main idea isn't just about giving treats. It's about building a solid foundation of trust. This whole approach is about creating a strong, positive bond with your dog. And that's what leads to those reliable, long-term changes in behavior.
So how is this training actually delivered? Well, you've basically got three main options. Group classes, they're fantastic for socialization and helping your dog learn to focus with other dogs around. Private sessions are amazing for tackling specific things that only happen at home, like going nuts when the doorbell rings. And then there's board and train, which is a really intensive option if you're on a tight schedule and need to see results a bit faster.
And what can you actually work on? Pretty much anything. You can start with the basics, like sit, stay, and walking nicely on a leash. Or, if you have a puppy, you can get help with all those crucial first lessons. For the more serious challenges, like if your dog is fearful or reactive, you'd look for a program focused on behavior modification. These are really thoughtful, step-by-step plans to help your dog feel more secure and confident.
All right, now for the practical part. Section 3 is all about the money, local dog training costs. Let's take a look at what you should probably budget for professional training right here in our area.
Just to give you a realistic idea of the investment, we've gathered the local averages for 2025. Now, you should keep in mind that these prices can definitely change based on a trainer's experience and what exactly their program includes.
As you can see, group classes are usually going to be in that $150 to $300 range. Private lessons are typically $100 to $200 a pop. And board and train programs, well, they're a much bigger investment, but that reflects the 24/7 care and training your dog is getting. The main thing to see here is that there's probably an option that can work with your budget.
Okay, this brings us to Section 4, and this is probably the most hands-on part of this whole guide, how to choose a trainer. I want you to have the tools to check out trainers and feel really good about your choice.
So what are the giveaways of a real professional? First off, look for certifications. Those acronyms like CPDTK, they mean a trainer has passed a serious test and knows their stuff. You also want someone who uses humane methods, is totally upfront about their prices, and, this one's huge, offers some kind of free chat or valuation so you can meet them first.
And that leads perfectly to this. When you have that meeting, you're going to want these 6 questions handy, asking about their methods, their qualifications, and how they'll tailor things for your specific dog. That's going to tell you almost everything you need to know. Oh, and pay close attention to how they answer number 4, about measuring progress. A good trainer will have a really clear answer for that. Let's head into our last section. This is all about taking everything you've learned and actually using it out in the real world. We'll cover the essential Ormond Beach rules and some fantastic local spots.
Okay, so these are the big ones you gotta know. First, our leash law is no joke. Your dog has to be on a 6-foot leash in all public spots, and yes, that includes the beach. Florida law requires a rabies shot, and then Volusia County requires an annual license, which you get by showing them your vaccination records.
So keeping those rules in mind, where can you actually take your dog to work on everything you're both learning?
We've got some really great options. The Ormond Beach Dog Park over on Williamson is perfect for working on off-leash things like recall in a safe, fenced-in area. For on-leash practice, the trails at Tomoka State Park are an incredible training ground. They're full of real-life distractions, squirrels, new smells, other people that are perfect for building focus. And of course, a nice walk on the hard-packed sand with your dog on a leash, it's a great place to master those loose leash skills. And that's really what this is all about, isn't it? Putting in the time for good training isn't just about fixing problems. It's about making your world bigger. It turns a simple trip to the park or a walk downtown into a genuinely fun and relaxing adventure for both of you. We wish you the absolute best in finding the perfect training partner to help you and your dog enjoy everything our wonderful community has to offer.